I can answer some of those questions, but why we over at HH thought that Teddy was part of it at that time. Oh, yes, please, please.
So, as far as why we
Mhm,
thought that Teddy was a part of it
mhm,
at that time, Teddy did, speak about Dani. She was also doing videos about the investigation of Nosy, and it
mhm,
was kind of along sort of the same lines of what Dani was doing.
mhm.
And
But
so we were
mhm,
we were like, oh, they seem to be connected. Also at that time, there was an email that was sent out to certain content creators. Um, that email actually at that time doxed Teddy's name, her legal name. That email accused her of being Dani. And so we did
wow.
not know until probably 2 years later that there were some things that were in that email that were kind of true, but it was actually sent as a deflection by somebody to confuse us.
Do you know who
And
that somebody is?
no, we don't know who the originator of the email was.
Okay. But
Uh,
you don't have doubt now anymore about Teddy because Teddy is really suing Danny.
yeah, no, Teddy is, I know for a fact that that's not the case now. But Teddy will even tell you that whenever I first started going over to her chat, she was giving me the side eye, like, bitch, what are you doing here?
And you're an adult, which makes it worse. And if you have children, you are setting a bad example. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are in your home and you are a horrible example to your children, and they may grow up and end up in prison because of your bad example. The Bible says, give an answer to everyone who asks. So I'm here to give an answer to the person who put my photo. The person's name is In Case You Missed It. And I surmise, you guys, that allegedly it is down the rabbit hole or Hill or whatever she calls her name over there. Because I was on a different YouTuber's site and she was talking about the Down the Rabbit Hole girl. And she put up some information about her and she talked about how she creates these different sites across YouTube, these different names and these different channels so that she can go on and dox people. That's what she does. Little does she know that is illegal. And I had a conversation with some very important officials about that with regards to what she has done to me. And I did mention Down the Rabbit Hole or Hill, but I also mentioned In Case You Missed It, because that's actually the channel where she has placed my picture. Those other people on that avatar's channel, those are some very miserable characters. Because when you create your channel and all you do is talk about other people and try to bring down other people and even lie about other people, you are a miserable existence on this earth. I took down the channel yesterday. I've given you the reasons about why I took that down, but I also took down another channel day before yesterday, and it was the channel that I did on Tasha K and the lead attorney, and Nosy Ho information was involved in that channel as well, which I'm going to talk about that here today as well. But the reason I took it down is because Tasha K has since apologized, so there was no need to leave it up. Even though the apology was a whack apology, I believe it was probably the best that she knew that she could do, because some people who have limited brain resources, they're limited. So it was the best apology she could give, because I watched her live the other night. I'm not a subscriber of hers, but I did watch her live. She gives a lot of good information about other people. But then I went over to the Wino channel where she was personalizing her connection with her subscribers. And it was the best part of her brand. And it just, my heart went out to her, because I thought, this is really a good person in her heart. Tasha K really is good. So that's the other reason I took it down, okay? Because I was like, oh gosh, this is the reason I started listening to her in the first place, is because of that. So I resubscribed. you know, so I want to move forward and talk about this In Case You Missed It and Down the Rabbit Hole person, because they have my photo, or the In Case You Missed It has it anyway. And I believe, allegedly, that it might be Down the Rabbit Hole who created the channel called In Case You Missed It. And right beside it, it says something about the devil. You're the devil, honey, in case you missed it, and Down the Rabbit Hole, because of what you do here online. You bully people. And I want to also say, sometimes people say they will provide you information using their vlog, and that information sounds good, but it's a whole lot of hogwash. And people buy hogwash all the time. I don't know why you guys buy hogwash. It's not good. It's full of feces and slop and piss and everything else. And that's what Down the Rabbit Hole is feeding you. If you are a Black American or even a Black European or even African, especially if you are chocolate like me in terms of the physical, and you are also listening to Down the Rabbit Hole, you need to unsubscribe. She has misguided you guys. She wants you guys to think that she identifies with you and your Blackness, and she doesn't. She's a Latina attempting to scandalize the Black community. I listened to the other YouTuber, the one I told you about, where I was on her channel and she pulled up some videos of Down the Rabbit Hole and how that person was saying things like, you can kiss my Black ASS. Knowing she's Latino, listen, forgive my phonetics today, Latina. Knowing she's Latina, she's not Black. So why would she say that? She's trying to make you think she identifies with you in speaking that kind of language and then saying, you can kiss my Black ASS. She wants you to think she identifies with you. Do not be foolish.
And then the crazy thing, before the bitch even went to jail, wasn't she hungry? I got the proof.
Just I'm running out of fucking money to, like, I'm goddamn, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat next month. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all.
Now this is when working for Tasha K goes wrong. She had so much to say about me, and she did it for Tasha K. And then another motherfucker that was also working with Tasha K against me was Monica from All About the Tea, and she got on here and told y'all that she was a biracial and exposed her face, her gremlin looking ass face. Tasha K, raggedy ass Monica from All About the Tea, Toxic Diamond, aka Danita, aka Jailbird. All these bitches have been doing some real. You know what? And see, y'all keep asking me, how was Tasha K involved in the lawsuit? You know, and why is Monica from All About the Tea popping up and instigating shit? See, now I'm about to break everything down. I exposed Tasha K for a lot of things that she lied about on the internet. So people who keep asking me, why was Tasha K on Instagram telling Nikki, like, I told you this bitch, this and that, why is she involving herself in this lawsuit? Because Tasha K is very, very, very bitter that I exposed the fuck out of her multiple times because she's such a liar. So the whole thing that happened with the girl Brandy from Bad Girls Club, we exposed that on my channel. Then this crazy ass fucking girl went and interviewed that woman. Y'all remember the Derek Jackson situation? That came up again today when I was watching Conscious TV, and I was like, yes, I was the one that talked to the damn woman. The woman sent me the email, y'all, telling me that she lied to Tasha K to get Tasha K to put that tea out there about Derek Jackson. The woman that lied and said that she was a doctor. So I exposed that shit. Then she had that young Muhammad man to get on Storm Monroe's channel and say that Jaguar Wright molested him. He told us that Tasha K offered him $4,000 to lie and say that Jag was a child molester, and when her broke ass didn't pay, he came on and told us everything. I have that video because she keeps involving herself in my business. The way she treated Jaguar Wright was disgusting. That's what Tasha K does. She will put a STD or some kind of rape or molestation charge on you in a minute. It's always some kind of STD or some kind of sexual assault every single time. And so now that so many people keep asking, why is she involved in this? And then I was talking to another YouTuber today when I was telling them about what happened. And they was like, what? When I was on Conscious TV Live earlier, and I was saying, yeah, I talked to the damn girl that sent Tasha K that false ass tea, and she just put it out there. And then even like try to verify or anything. And now I'm getting these emails of people trying to set me up to put false stories out there. Like I'm stupid. I'm not Tasha K. I don't just run to the internet and say, y'all. But since you keep fucking with me, you keep involving yourself in shit. Now I'm going to let everybody know why your ugly ass is involved. And if we want to be honest, Tasha K and Monica from All About the Tea are two hideous looking dark-skinned black women, and they hate pretty dark-skinned black women. Let's just be real. Let's be real. They hate themselves. They hate that they are dark-skinned women, and they cannot stand a dark-skinned woman who actually loves herself and loves her own nappy ass hair. They hate that shit. So y'all won't leave me alone. You keep trying to fucking set me up like I'm stupid. You keep bothering me. I keep getting dumbass emails. As soon as the lawsuit came out, Tasha K jumped her ugly fucking ass on the internet talking about what the fuck she told Nicki, as if you don't need to be somewhere paying Cardi B. Yes, they tried to get me to put out that false story about James, that guy from Patty Pies. And Tasha K was behind that shit too. And she said she wasn't. Now I'm gonna just tell everything. Because I'm tired of y'all. Y'all bitches won't leave me alone. Bitch, I'm not crying about a frivolous lawsuit, bitch. Do I look worried? It's a stupid lawsuit that she's gonna lose. I'm not worried about her dumbass. But sending people to fucking threaten my fucking life and now trying to set me up to put out fake fucking news like I'm stupid, constantly fucking with me on the internet. Now I'm gonna tell every fucking thing. I'm telling everything. Constantly making a fucking fool out of herself. She has to have some kind of like, if she gets some kind of kink, she has like some kind of humiliation kink, because I'm about to embarrass the fuck out of her tomorrow. See, it's time, because, more and more people are connecting dots to how they are behind things that's been happening with me. And see, when you have a celebrity who uses certain YouTubers to go after people because they want that person to shut up, you're not gonna shut me up, bitch. I'm not gonna shut up. Bitch, I be over here minding my own business, but you're not gonna fucking tell me that I can't fucking put out a story about this woman and her fucking rapist husband harassing the woman that he raped. No, you're not gonna tell me that I have to shut up about that. No, I'm not. So you can do whatever you want to do. Keep fucking with me on behalf of whoever you want. Get all the lawsuits y'all can get. I'm still not gonna be quiet. Everybody, they were sending that story to every fucking body, trying to get everybody to call that man a child molester. It was so crazy. James Wright, that's his name. They tried to get me to say that James Wright was a child molester. But the thing is, they were sending it to everybody that Tasha K don't like. That's the crazy part. The email went out to everybody that Tasha K had a problem with. Armand Wiggins. I think they tried to send it to Lovely T. It was everybody. They didn't send it to Tasha, though. Ain't that funny? Tasha K got a bigger audience. Why would they send it to her? Why you sending it to my little ass channel? Because Tasha K had a problem with me. She had a problem with Armand, too.
That email contained things about a lot of people. It included things about like Teddy's business and her personal life and what she did. And I don't know if you know, but later on down the line, once Dani and Teddy fell out, Dani created a channel that was dedicated solely to getting people to call a board in Michigan to get Teddy's physician's assistant license revoked.
She created a channel?
Yes. And gave people the information on how to contact this board to have Teddy is a physician's assistant by.
Yeah, that I knew, but I didn't know she had created a channel to do that.
She had actually created a channel that gave the information on how to contact that board to get Teddy's license revoked. And Teddy had to go before the board and provide them all kinds of documentation.
And who is the YouTuber that put up a tried to do a TRO on her, a restraining order?
I don't really want to say her name.
Yeah, is it like I'm gonna say it. I think it's Chika?
No.
Chiquita?
No, No. This person has been involved and been friendly with Dani for ever since I can remember. They've attacked her, they've attacked me, they've attacked SoDeb for her. It's not like we did anything to her. This particular content creator also, strangely, while Val, you followed all the stuff with Val lately.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 2021 was when Val was allegedly in that coma, which I don't believe.
She was.
That content creator was collecting money for her via a Cash App. And so one time I asked Val on a panel, I said, because Val would always tell us, oh, I'm rich. I don't need you for money. I can buy designer handbags. My husband buys me every 5 years. He upgrades my ring, da-da-da-da-da. So I said, that was whenever Val was on Sunny's channel. She was talking about that one day, and then she threatened to hit her with a Glock. Now, yeah, I mean,
He could hear her was what?
no, she threatened to hear her with a Glock,
What?
a pew pew. Yeah. And anyways, so this other content creator had been collecting money. And so I asked Val, I said, so what happened to that money? I said, since you don't need the money, did you get that money? And she was like, oh, I don't know. I don't remember. Anytime she gets caught in something, she doesn't remember. It's her
Mhm.
memory. It's something. Anytime she doesn't want to answer a question, that's always her excuse. If she doesn't know, she's forgot, blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't know, like, where that money went. I don't know if people got their money back after Val said she didn't
Hell
need it.
no.
I don't know if Val got the money, or I don't know if that content creator pocketed it.
Who is that content? Come get this commentary.
Well, you said it, not me.
Why do people believe Monica is someone called Kenya? What is that Kenya story?
Well, because that was already investigated by people before we ever came around. And there was a person who had a blog whose name was the Iron Troll, who had found that out long before. So that really wasn't a question, I guess, but we didn't know that at the time. Like, we didn't know about Iron Troll's page. We didn't know anything about that, And so at this point in time, and for a very long time, I don't think that Monique Tolbert is Monica by any means.
I
However,
don't think so either. I think she was clearly a red herring.
well, no, she wasn't. There is some affiliation, and I don't know what the affiliation is, but let me just say that where Monique Tolbert lives, All About the Tea had the owner, Kenya, has or had one of her businesses as the mailing address in the same city where Monique Tolbert lives. And it's not a big city, like it's not a popular city.
We're about to break down some things that are going on with Tasha K and Monica from All About the Tea. And just, other minions who all seem to be working for Nicki Minaj, honestly. If you ask me, everybody has covered this and talked about this on multiple different channels. People have connected the dots, but I am going to connect the dots myself. I have some receipts to show y'all on some things that I exposed on Tasha K. And, and Sherelle is here because Sherelle has been stalked by Monica from All About the Tea also and harassed for years. So we're just going to go into this and talk. I'm going to talk about how this all ties back to y'all's fave, Nicki Minaj. It seems like the breadcrumbs are leading there. And this is just, bullying. So everybody that's here, please hit the like button and share the live. And let's get into it.
You in the hood now, baby.
You're in the hood now, baby. Thank you, Sherelle, for coming on and joining the live.
I asked you to come on.
Yes, this has been a long thing that's been going on. So I do have my my hard drive where I can pull up some stuff. I'm really just gonna start with Tasha K's ass because that's where we need to start. Because I didn't know about Monica back when Tasha K started, harassing me pretty much. So and then I'm going to get to Monica's ass and and then y'all can get into and then you can get into how they've been harassing you because it's been a long time. So everybody who does not know, when people ask me why did Tasha K post that message on Instagram when Nicki first filed the lawsuit against me, and Tasha K was like, what, I already told Nicki Minaj that this bitch is this and that. So she told her I live in a Roach Motel or something like that. My ex was looking for me, like all kinds of stuff that Tasha K said to Nicki Minaj. So they have been discussing me, and she revealed that on Instagram. Back when Tasha K told that lie about Brandy from Bad Girls Club. Okay, so that's what started it. And Jennifer is here in the chat. Jennifer, if you want to come up, you can always come up. So I started the channel Nosy Ho Live 2020, and I never really used the channel as much. I would just get on sometimes, talk about celebrity news, but I wasn't on consistently. One day, Tasha K went live in the middle of the night. It was late, and she was telling everybody, I need y'all to call 911. Brandy from Bad Girls Club just overdosed. She took a bottle of pills. So everybody was sending me the video like, we think she's lying because the address that she gave, is coming up as a vacant house on Zillow and blah, blah, blah. So she took the video down, but I screen recorded it. So I went live on my channel. I showed it. I was showing that, she was telling people to call 911. And I put the video up and she got mad. So she started threatening to strike my channel.
Ooh.
Yes.
See, this before I knew you, right?
Yep, before. This was
a long time ago.
October of 2020, this happened.
Okay.
So she was threatening to strike my channel because I have the video and I showed the video and she took it down. So after that, she threatened to strike my channel, whatever. She did strike my channel. So did Storm Monroe, whatever. But she got Brandy on her channel. And Brandy was saying, like, I just want to thank you, Tasha, because you saved my life. And she was like, I was suicidal and I wanted to kill myself. And people started questioning everything that she was saying. Like, why would she call Tasha K if she's suicidal? Yeah. This looks like, they are basically trying to get Brandy on. It was some show that was coming out at the time. Put up the video where I was talking about this and we were like live. Discussing it, and Tasha K came over in my chat and was threatening, strike my channel because I had it, whatever. I had the video. So when her and Brandy were talking, and Brandy was like, I'm so appreciative to you, Tasha. Everybody was like, this is bullshit. This is some kind of like fake story that they came out with. First of all, why is Brandy already out of the hospital? Like they would have put her on suicide watch or some kind of hold for a certain amount of time if she was really trying to kill herself. One, and then two, you downed a whole bottle of pills and you're already out of the hospital thanking Tasha K. None of it made sense. It didn't add up. So that was the first thing that happened with Tasha K that made Tasha K dislike me. All right. Then after that, the whole thing happened with Jaguar Wright and Tasha K. Tasha K did that Surviving Jaguar Wright documentary. It started when Tasha K had Jaguar Wright on her channel. And Jag went on her channel. She talked about how she was, molested as a kid. And Tasha K, was questioning her in a way that was very insensitive and asked her about when was your hymen broken.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. So people in the chat probably remember that. And people were unsubscribing from Tasha's channel because how she handled Jag and how insensitive she was with Jaguar Wright. People didn't like it. And they said she was victim blaming, all kinds of stuff. So instead of her, learning from that and saying, well, let me do something different. She got her ass a whole Surviving Jaguar Wright documentary together. And she put the documentary out there and that made people dislike her more. Okay. Let me pull this video up because I'm putting a couple of videos up here. Yes, this happened, Shanti tell us, and it was a big thing. And you're right, she lost thousands of subscribers because of that, because of the way that she questioned Jag about being molested. Roy, you're not able to come up? Damn, nobody's able to get up here. Yo, y'all really don't be coming through for a bitch. So then, okay, that happened. Then she got on her live and she had these two women on there. I have the live here. She brought two women on her live and they were basically talking shit about Aaliyah. Not really talking shit about her, but the women said that Aaliyah was a strong woman, right? And was basically she was 15 years old when this happened, but they were saying that she was a strong woman or whatever. and like making it seem like Aaliyah knew what she was doing when she was with R. Kelly. So let me just play a little bit of
not think of her name. It's gonna come to me after this interview. But Ashanti McGee. Ashanti McGee. Yes. Oh, that piece of trash. Yes. Yeah, left her kids to go and work for R. Kelly, and was managing the girls on the tour bus.
Yeah, so she was trying to be a personal assistant, and Robert, he started watching the docu-series, and he called me like 10 minutes right after he started watching it, because we hung up. And then he called back, and he goes, I've never slept with her. Lindsay, I never slept with this one.
I never slept with this one. Just the fact that she's letting these women get on here and say these things, and again, I don't give a fuck how anybody feels about it. I'm bringing race into it. All of his victims were black girls. He was allowed to do what he did for years and years and years because he was doing it to black girls. If he was doing it to white girls or any other race of women, everybody would have stopped his ass immediately. So I want to remind y'all that this was like November sometime in 2020. So people who keep saying that, I don't care about what happened to Jennifer Huff, I only jumped on it because it involved Nicki Minaj. Well, as you can see, I was speaking out for victims then, before I even knew who Jennifer Huff was, and I was dragging Tasha K back then for victim blaming back then. So stop trying to say that I have some kind of personal thing against Nicki Minaj, because I was dragging Tasha K for victim shaming and allowing white women to say that a black girl knew what she was doing. Let's keep listening for a minute or so. Just listen. And like I said, Tasha K has lost a big portion of her black woman audience. She see black women don't fuck with her like that no more. Well, they not fucking with me. Let me go over here and see what Karen got to say. Let me try to appeal to the white audience. And she's still trying to be like Storm Monroe. Storm Monroe gets the Jaguar Wright interview. She wants to get the Jaguar Wright interview and fumbles it. Storm Monroe gets the Roseanne Barr interview, and now he's getting the white audience. Tasha K is doing nasty shit like this, trying to get the white audience and fumbling it. Every move that Storm makes, she tries to make the same move, and it never works out. And I don't see how she wouldn't understand that it's already a sensitive subject, because this is sexual violence that black women and girls experience at this man's hands. So to bring white women on to defend him against something that he did to black girls and black women is problematic enough. Like, just the fact that they thought that they could defend him. But when they start naming names and they say that Aaliyah was not a victim, she was a strong black woman, and you just let them say that? But when Jaguar Wright talks about what happened to her, you want to question her and ask her, when was her hymen broken? And was it this many times or was it that many times? You want to question the fuck out of her. You're not questioning these women about, why would you say that someone who's a child who married a grown man, why would you ever say that she's anything other than a victim? That wasn't a strong black woman. That was a little girl.
Like, what happened to hear her?
I mean, she was basically run off YouTube, and I'm not really going to get into everything that happened, but I will just say that they went real life on her, and it became very scary.
Real life?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you know 82?
Yeah, I know 82. I mean, I used to be in his chats and stuff.
What is his role in the whole situation? Like, I don't understand him.
I mean, Dani attacked him for quite a long time. So
why? Because of John Yates?
I don't really remember why. There was like some CP thing that got made up that didn't have anything to do with Dani. She didn't make that up. Another content creator made that up.
Down the rabbit hole and John Yates.
They made that up, and which it was all a lie. You know what I'm saying? It was a lie. It was later found that it was in fact a total lie. And we knew that it was a lie at the beginning, I mean,
I know her is really vocal about that.
Yeah. And so the thing is that that's what they tried to do to people, especially men. And they portray them as CPs, or, they just do it. It's also, especially for gay men, they do it to gay men, which is like a homophobic trope. That all gay men are PDFs, you know what I mean? And so they like to push that narrative. There's a lot of homophobia in there too.
But why would they attack him like that? Why would they lie on him like that? Is it because he was going after rabbits?
Well, he was actually he was friends with Sherelle and Perry, and they were going after John Yates. And because of his affiliation with Sherelle and Perry, and Dani also attacked Sherelle and Perry. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but Monica from All About the Tea and Sherelle hated each other. Sherelle had actually hired private investigators previously to find out who Monica was. This is before any of this ever started. And Sherelle said that she backed off because there were a lot of scary people involved.
So that's the second thing that I did. No, that's the third thing. The first thing was when I exposed the Brandy lie. So then the Jaguar Wright situation, me and Jag started being friends after all those people unsubscribed from her because of how she treated Jag. Now I'm dragging her for what she did to Aaliyah. So I'm just connecting to y'all why Tasha K hates me so much, because I exposed Tasha K for lying so many fucking times. Now, another thing that Tasha K lied about, okay? Do y'all remember that Derek Jackson situation? Take you down memory lane. He's like this relationship guy, and he's always talking to women about men and, you know, how to know if men are cheating and, you know, how to choose the right man and all that. He has a lot of followers on social media. Go look him up. It's Derek Jackson Jackson. He got exposed for cheating on his wife, and people was dragging him. It was mostly black women, and black men were dragging him a lot too, because he tells black women what's up with black men and what things not to accept from men, and black men don't like him for that. So
I remember this now, Nosy. I remember it.
When they now before this happened, before he got exposed though for cheating, Tasha K and Derek Jackson had beef because Derek Jackson called Tasha K a narcissist, Sherelle. And you know, she hates for people to expose her for being a narc. Mm-hmm. So she hated Derek Jackson. So when he got exposed for the cheating, his wife put it out there and everything. When that happened, she started interviewing the girls that he cheated with.
Oh.
So wait, this one girl told Tasha K that she was a doctor and that they were having sex in the parking lot of the hospital that she worked at. And the story that she told Tasha didn't make any sense at all. At all. The girl didn't sound like a doctor or nothing. But Tasha K didn't investigate the same way she did with Cardi B. She just put the lie out there for clicks and views. So then the doctor sent me this. So let's look at this carefully, bitch. It says, hello, I did an interview with Tasha K exposing my affair with Derek Jackson. I told her I was a surgeon. I have never met Derek, and I think she meant, and my entire interview was bullshit. I did this because Tasha fucked with me years ago, and I've been waiting for the perfect time to make a complete fool of her. Mission accomplished. I never sent her receipts on anything, and I knew what I said would be proven false if the right people looked into it. I'm not a surgeon, of course. Y'all see this? She said she never sent the receipts. Okay, I'm not a surgeon, of course, and I don't live in Atlanta. Derek posted his house with the pillars. I knew that would be the first lie debunked, and that's exactly why I threw that little lie in there. So she was just showing how she knew what his house looked like. Mm-hmm. She told Tasha that she knew what the house looked like, but she was showing, I only know that because bitch is on his social media. So she said, nobody paid me to lie. Let me make that clear. We're all just sick of her lying ass reporting false BS. Tasha was off me contacting her without me sending her any receipts of the affair. You see, she came to me after she lied to Tasha. Mm-hmm. She came to me and showed me that she lied to Tasha, and she was proving that Tasha doesn't fact check. I couldn't believe how thirsty she was. I read through Derek's wife's IG page and noticed from her post he must have cheated, but I didn't want to be the first to fake expose him because my story would be debunked within a day. I was acting slow through the entire interview. She's talking about the interview she did with Tasha K. Mm-hmm. I mean, what doctor do you know says my period calendar? Girl, I had to catch myself after saying that, but Tasha didn't react to it. She just went with whatever. So do y'all see that I've been exposing Tasha K to be a liar and to put out false news for a long time? She runs with anything. She does not fact check. She does no fact checking. She'll just run with it. And this woman emailed me like, bitch, got her. And I put it out there.
Okay, so you put it out there so Tasha knew that you knew?
Yes, because I shared it on my channel. I interviewed one of the women and everything on my channel.
Hey, Teacups, it's your girl Monica. Welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. Joining me tonight are Teacup affiliate Schoolboy. We have Plez in the building. Hey, Plez.
Hey.
Hey. And also joining us tonight is DMV Teacup affiliate Marcella. Bishop will be with us shortly, right? He'll be with us. Did he post anything in the group chat?
No, he didn't say he was going to be later.
Okay, so then he'll more than likely be with us shortly. We got a packed house already, y'all.
All right, hey y'all. I was ready for you to get to this right here. That made my
Okay. Now I don't know if you've been living under a rock and you haven't seen Tasha K's exclusive with a current and third mistress of Derek Jackson's. But yeah, she published that last night, and the internet streets have been buzzing ever since. My DMs have been blowing up all day and night. Teacups. On the agenda tonight, Derek Jackson's current mistress, current and third, has aired him out. She claims that she was pregnant with their baby, and he's physically abusive and a sex addict. Let's not waste any time tonight. Let's just dive right in. So just to catch everyone up to speed, Derek Jackson is a 31-year-old self-appointed social media relationship expert and author of numerous books about relationships and Black love and how to treat a Black woman. And he's always airing out cheaters. But as it turns out, he himself is a cheater. It all started with a Tasha K exclusive. Shout out to Tasha K. She interviewed or spoke to the first mistress that came forward. Her name's Candace. And she said that he gave her money. He wined and dined her, took her to Miami, had her sleeping and having sex in a marital bed. Goodness gracious. And a second mistress came out and shared photos and text messages. Similar story. Now, last night, Tasha K aired details about his current and third mistress. Like I said, she published a juicy recorded phone call with a woman who was claiming to be his current mistress. The unidentified woman claims to be a surgical doctor. According to the current mistress, who we don't know her name, she's unidentified, she was not aware of his online presence, and that the two met last October when he approached her in the mall. She said that he likes big booties. He can be aggressive at times. He's a sex addict. They once had sex 5 times a day. Okay. And he would come up to the hospital or the surgical center and wait for her outside and send her videos of himself masturbating before they had sex. Now, if that's not a sex addict, I don't know what is. It's really sad. And that's a disease. Being a sex addict is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. That will cost you your life, your marriage, your family, your fortune, everything. You can lose everything just over sex. You know, it's a disease and you need help. You need to be treated for it. So it's not a good thing. I know you freaks out there saying, well, what's the problem? It's a problem. Just telling you, it's a major problem. Yeah. And then he also got her pregnant while he was married. Yeah. So she said that, again, she was not aware of the wife until she became pregnant late last year. Let me just stop right there. And Schoolboy, why don't you chime in just on the synopsis of the recorded phone call?
Well, I was going to put my do-rag on and go to bed, you know, like y'all put y'all bonnet on and go to bed. But then I had picked up the iPad and I was on a FaceTime with Princess. I was like, oh, snap. I said, Tasha about to air him out. She said, oh, shoot, get off the phone. So we both got on the TV. We watched this interview. And all I can say is, sir, you have dirty, dirty, dirty peen, sir. You need to call Eric Benet and find out where he went in Sedonia to that sex addict treatment center, and you need to get there, sir. What baffled me the most was that TD Jakes had no idea, knowing that he was going to start to do business with this man. He claims their camp didn't know no idea that he was out here in these streets like that. Now, if we knew Kurt Franklin was in these streets from CNN, we know you was in these streets, sir. You've been all of the trending topic on Twitter, #1 all week. They ain't let up off of you. So that kind of bothered me about TDJ. I'm like, really, sir, you sure about that? Who's running your team? But somebody need to be fired. And then, you know, when she said she didn't want children, that was another reason why she did do the A word. And she did get rid of the child because she wasn't in a place. She's young. She said she's 32 and she's not ready for children. But he was abusive. And I called that on the first, I don't know if it was the first or the second live when we talked about it. I said, there's something about when she's sitting with him, he's abusive. He's got to hit her. It's more than just physical. I mean, more than just mental. He's got, because the way he was holding her hand, he just looked real aggressive. And somebody with them beady, sneaky eyes that he got, you know, I'm just sorry. At this point, I don't think anybody should do any business with him going forward. He shouldn't even have a business left over. But I was shocked and appalled. But then again, I wasn't, because there's been women coming out of the woodwork, and there's supposed to be another woman.
Ples, what are your thoughts after watching? And I hope everyone in the audience too, in the chat, also watched Tasha K's interview, because it was amazing. It was explosive. It was mind blowing, jaw dropping. What are your thoughts, Ples?
I think Jackson should partner with Durex and get a brand, you know, a line of Jackson's Jimmies, because he clearly needs them. He clearly needs them. He is cheating all over the place, slanging things left and right, and not even covering it up. He keeps getting these women pregnant. How? Why? Like, it's one thing to cheat on your wife, but to keep getting people pregnant, I don't know if these women are having miscarriages, abortions, whatever, but you can stop this before it happens. So, safe sex friends, you shouldn't cheat on your wife, but if you're going to cheat on her, please wrap it up. Don't bring home babies, STDs, all kind of other things to your non-suspecting wife. We wonder why HIV is rampant in the Black community amongst Black women, because men go out and do things like this. And don't wrap it up. Don't worry about what they're bringing home. You came home and kissed your wife and your children with that same mouth that you were just over there with the nice surgeon lady using 5 times a day, baby. Energizer Bunny. And most people, okay, I shouldn't say most people. Allegedly, when you do your handwork before the actual act, you're doing it so that you can prolong the act when it happens. You know, get that first one out real quick. But if he's going back 4 and 5 times, I mean,
he's
how
never
much is in there to get out?
He's never satisfied.
And I did not know that people was going to start sending me the lies that you tell. I wasn't asking for this information, but when they started sending it to me, what the fuck you gonna do? What you think I'm gonna do? Ignore that you put out false news? And see, this is why they want to try to say that I'm putting out fake news, because I exposed her for putting out fake news so much. So when I came out with Jennifer, they were so thirsty to say that I was lying. Tasha K even got on her channel and told people that Nicki Minaj told her personally that the woman that I was talking to was not the victim, and that the victim was somewhere minding her business and didn't want nothing to do with me. She was telling people that Jennifer Huff was not even the victim. She was just some random woman lying, pretending to be the victim. She did that because I exposed her so many times for being a fucking liar. So y'all missed all of this because y'all didn't know about my channel and they got my channel taken down. But bitch, I'm back. I'm back. And I want to just be clear. This was all before I even met Jennifer. So this woman was exposing it. So I don't know what I asked her, but she said, girl, yes, I have screenshots. I sent Derek's wife a message fully disclosing why I did this. She hasn't responded back, and I don't expect her to, but at least she knows I was never pregnant by her husband. So this girl got on Tasha's channel and said she was pregnant by Derek Jackson and everything. And Tasha just put it out and did not fact check. Didn't ask the girl for nothing from a hospital, no proof of an abortion, nothing. And I'm going to say this, I don't care who don't like it. I know for a fact that Kenneth Petty raped Jennifer, and I don't give a fuck who don't like it. Jag says she's in the chat, so let me drop the link for Jag, because I invited Jag on because I wanted Jag to come on here and tell what happened too. I stand on it. I know for a fact that Kenneth Petty raped Jennifer Huff, all right? I know for a fact he did it. Fuck out of here, and you can sue me again, bitch. Just because he was charged with attempted doesn't mean that it was only attempted. He raped that woman, and I'm not taking that back. I'm standing on it. He did it, all right? I put all of this out there when it happened, y'all. Ooh. All this. So think about how much Tasha K can't stand me. Tasha K gets on her live. She interviews this woman. She exaggerates the story and tries to make it seem like, you know, this woman pregnant by Derek Jackson and all of this. And then the woman comes to me and says, aha, Tasha. Imagine how much Tasha K hates me. Hey, Jag.
Hey, how you doing, sweet?
Hey, I'm doing good. I was telling everybody about what Tasha K did to you and how you started, you know, talking to me and other YouTubers after Tasha K asked you that nasty question about your hymen being broken. And I was just connecting the dots on why Tasha K hates my ass and why she teamed up with Nicki Minaj to come after me.
I mean, this seems to be the never-ending story. That's just what it seems to be with her. She's always trying to look for ways to discredit people that actually have facts on her. And she's been doing this to you. She's been doing it to me. She's been doing it to everybody. This is nothing new. It's just disgusting that you'll sit there and you'll go after people who are actual victims. You'll go after people who are actual survivors, knowing that there's facts, knowing that there's proof, and you just keep running your mouth. Just running your mouth just for the sake of running your mouth. It's unfair to you. It's unfair to me. It's definitely unfair to Jen, and it's unfair to everybody else's life who she's trying to ruin.
It is. And that's what I was saying. Like, she, even after this lawsuit that she lost, she still came out and said that Larry Reed gave some man HIV. She just won't stop.
I mean, she saying that Cardi B's child had contracted an STD from her?
Well, she said the baby had it.
Yeah, at one point in time, I think I remember seeing a thumbnail talking about that the baby was affected by her herpes and stuff like that. I know she had put it up for a second and she took it back down, but she went real far. You know, the only good thing, there are very few things that came out of any kind of interaction with Tasha K. But meeting you, getting to know you was a blessing. It was a blessing. So, you know, even good things come out of bad things, but she don't deserve no credit for nothing other than just ruining people's lives.
Yeah.
She is an absolute and complete menace. The things that she did to try to find ways to discredit me, that's how I know. You know what I'm saying? That she is one of these bought and paid for or barter and trade with celebrities, targeting other people, going after other people, being a little hitman. This is what she does. She did it to me. She's doing it to you.
Yeah.
Monica and Sherelle had a beef. Dani attacks Sherelle.
So on what basis?
Well, in my opinion, because she didn't like Monica.
Yeah, for sure. But what did she say? Oh, Cheryl World is mean. Like, you know, Dani always has a calling a cry, you know?
I honestly can't tell you exactly what she said. I just know that, like, her thumbnails would come up and it would be like an attack on Sherelle. I didn't watch her videos back then.
Dear Lord.
So I don't, and honestly, that wasn't a beef that I was involved in or didn't really care about. So, but I'm just kind of explaining how the links go, you know? And so
what beef were you involved in?
Well, I got involved because I stood up for So Debonair on Sunny's channel.
Okay, that Sunny person, who is she and what did she do to So Deb, and why did they have to go after you? Because Dani made a video canceling you. I saw that video, so yeah.
Okay, so what happened was, So Deb had met Sunny, and he would probably have to tell you all of the time, like, evolution of it, but I don't know if they met prior to or after he met her in person, but I'll get to that in a minute. But he did a show with her on Mondays. Sunny's channel did not get views. She was already monetized because she had been talking about John Yates. She didn't like John Yates. So she was monetized, but she wasn't, like, getting views. Well, so Deb started sending people over to her channel whenever he was doing a show with her. And one of his good friends, whose name is Candy, also did a show with her. And so we would all go over
Candy
there.
Washington or Candy Shop?
Candy Shop. Yeah. By this time, they had already run Candy Washington off.
Hello, Deb.
Hey, Deb. So we would go over there, you know, mainly because we supported So Deb, you know what I'm saying? So the people from his chat would go over there and watch the show that he did with her, and, you know, that, you know, gave her views and stuff too. Well, I started seeing something a little bit strange, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And so in September of 2021, late September of 2021, I DM'd Princess because I had never really talked to So Deb. You know, I had just, like, watched him on All About the Tea, and I think maybe, like, I DM'd him, like, one time. All About the Tea used to have After Darks, and there was this guy on there who was pretending like he was straight one night, and he was so obviously gay, and so we were all joking about it. He was talking about his girlfriend, so I think I might have DM'd him that night and been like, what is going on, you know, or something like that. But we had never, like, really talked or anything. But Princess and I had DM'd Princess back and forth a couple times because I really like Princess too. And so I had DM'd Princess, and they had already had a fallout with Marcella, but then they had squashed their beef with Marcella or whatever. And I told them at that time, I have no issue with Marcella at this point. So this is back in 2021. I had told Princess, I said, please be careful because I still don't trust Marcella. And I said, I don't know what it is, but I don't trust Sunny either. There's something about her that I just don't trust. And Princess said to me, well, we squashed our beef with Marcella, but I hope that's not true about, she said, I don't think that's true about Sunny because they're friends in real life. Because they hung out in real life. Like they both live in the Atlanta area and they would go out. He would go out for drinks and dinner with her and her husband. They were friends in real life. Well, so then what ends up happening is about 2 weeks later, what happens is that Sunny comes on a live and says that she basically can't do anything with So Debonair anymore because she's getting too much pressure about the whole apology thing and that she doesn't think that it's basically good for her channel or anything anymore. And basically...
Wait, she didn't get views before So Deb?
No.
And then now...
Yeah.
Sorry, bitch.
So what she was doing was she was saying... She's kind of spouting the same thing that Dani and Rabbit were saying about him at that time. So I went... so I was in the chat and I was saying stuff and... people were agreeing with me in the chat about what I was saying. And she said, well, Jennifer, if you want to come up and say something, then you can. Now, I had been on her panel before because I'm really into politics and she is a very good political commentator. You know, I can't take that away from her. She's like really into it and I really liked her political commentary. And so I've been on her panel before. She never asked me to turn my camera on, nothing. That night, she said, if you want to come up here, you have to show your face. Nobody else had to show their face. But she made me show my face.
Why?
To come up there. At that point in time, I really didn't think anything of it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, whatever, you know. And so I went up there and Val was on the panel with her. And Val and I, we had been cool before. Then we had a beef and then we had kind of made up. But Val was on the panel with her and I basically went up there and I told her, I said, so you are telling me, I said, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. I said, because you're basically saying that you're taking the side of Dani and Rabbit, who you say that you don't even know, you don't know them. But you're dropping your friend in real life who you hang out with on a regular basis, who you know, to support them. I said, that does not sound right to me. And so people in the chat were agreeing with me and it pissed her off. And so
okay, did she give an explanation as to why she would drop her friend for an avatar?
I mean, it was basically just like some, you know, trying to circle around, make an excuse, you know, blah, 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 blah. And so anyways, so I was just up there for like a few minutes and I said, it doesn't make any sense. And Val was up there and I said, you know, I've stood up for you because whenever I first went over to Hear Her's channel, Hear Her did not like Val and I liked Val at that time. And I was defending Val.
Why did Hear Her not like Val?
Well, because she just thought that Val was fake and phony, which ended up being true. You will come to find out that there are people who Hear Her saw through them long before I did or many of us did. And so, and also Hear Her had already had that beef on Sunny, that issue was on Sunny's channel with Val, because Val told her to go get her own channel if she wanted to talk about something. That's when Hear Her started her channel. So there was already that existing thing, you know. But I was over in Hear Her's chat and Val came over to the chat and said, Jennifer, I heard that you're over here talking about me. And I said, I'm over here defending you. Like, and I said, you know, I think that you all can, you know, can mend this. I said, if you want to go up on the panel, I said, I will come up there with you for support. And she wouldn't go up on Hear Her's panel. And then she left and went and made a video about me saying that I was fake and that I was phony. I was literally over there defending her until then. And then that's whenever we had our problems. We had breakups and makeups and now it's a never again. It's been never again for a very long time. But yeah, so she did that. But going back to that night on Sunny's panel, I told Val, I said, you know, Val, we've had a couple issues. I said, but prior to that, I said, I've always supported you. You know, we've always been cool and I have no problem with you, because I did not at that time. And And Sunny said, well, Jennifer, are we cool? And I said, that remains to be seen. The next day, she went over, and that really pissed her off. So
listen, that was a cool drop. That
so,
remains to be seen, babe. I'm gonna
so,
say that.
so the next day, she went over into Tree's chat and started talking about me and saying that I was worse than John Yates. Now, mind you, this was
What?
prior to me ever saying anything about her at all, about the hair comment. Okay. This was prior to that. So all that week, Trees is attacking me because Sunny went in there and got her to attack me. Okay. So I'm like really, really pissed off. Right. And so then that night on that panel is whenever on Hero's channel is whenever I made that comment about her hair. Like I said, immediately knew it was wrong. Everybody on the panel checked me, you know, and I apologized. Dani clipped my apology out, and then
of course she did
the video so that it would look like I was like racist, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And that was about whose hair, Val or Sunny?
Sunny. And that's why me and Sunny have never liked each other, because I stood up to her because I told her it did not make sense to me why she would be going over to Dani and Rabbit, who she says that she did not know.
But do you see that how they twist the thing? Like, it's so easy for them to make it seem like you are the bad guy because you said that, when in reality you were asking a legit question.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter anymore because you said one bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's gaslighting. I don't know if they realize that's
the horrible things that they have said about people and done to people is far beyond anything that I've ever done. You know what I'm saying?
If Dani had just called me a poodle, I would be super happy. Like, no. Those people will act as if one offense that you make when you are on high emotion is some type of high crime.
About, Tasha can't keep no YouTube friend. Who the fuck is a YouTuber? 3 motherfucking channels down. You want to talk about my baby? You want to call my baby slow? But my baby ain't slow enough to mess up no motherfucking bread. See, when you slow enough to fuck up your bread, there's a problem. When you fuck up your money, when you fuck up what feeds you, that's slow, bitch. You want to call people babies rapists and shit? Look, where is you at now? Do we hear you?
We don't hear it all. Let's talk about the fact that a certain person is now saying that we responsible for somebody that's missing.
Who missing, child?
As if me and you took the time to plot to get rid of somebody.
Who's missing?
Taco Bell baby. They said they was pregnant while they was smoking menthol cigarettes.
Storm, I'm confused. Text me. We ain't saying no names on here.
We ain't saying no names. The one you took down though. But yeah.
No names.
Yeah.
So they kicking the L right now. They kicking the motherfucking L.
They was smoking Virginia Slim
and saying they was pregnant in the back of an ambulance.
Oh, that bitch. Man, I talked to her family last week. That bitch calling them every week. Ain't nothing wrong with her.
Ain't no wrong at all. Ain't no wrong. But my thing is, I get on the internet and it's like, number one suspect in her disappearance. Wait a minute. What the fuck we got to do?
You, Storm?
Me.
I could have seen that coming.
I thought you was talking about another YouTuber, because I was like, no, she lives around the corner. She just got a little discouraged. She'll be back.
Well, she'll be back.
She'll be back. Like, she's not going anywhere. So that winning team over here. We're on a winning team, bitch. We keep going consistently, regardless of how we're feeling day to day. Like, we can get beat down on this internet, bitch. I'm gonna load back up the next day and I'm gonna keep going. That's called the it factor. Let me tell you. See, people think they have the it factor, but it's not the it factor that gets you views. It's not the it factor that gets you subscribers. It's not the it factor that gets you the job. It's not the it factor that makes you money. It's not the it factor that buys you the car. It's the consistency and it's the discipline. You can have somebody extremely talented.
Yes, Tasha.
Right? There's a lot of talent out on this motherfucking internet. But there are people that are willing to nurture their talent. And people aren't nurturing their talent. Just like when you raise a baby and you nurture them and to walk into the direction, but because their parents failed them, they haven't learned that one thing. And that's why they end up like going to drugs or sex. Because that's how I'm preaching a word right now. I'm really doing it because rejection, fear. You know what I'm saying?
the thoughts of you're never going to be anything because you weren't taught the very things that your parents were supposed to give you, although you say you got parents, right? But they didn't give you that security that you needed. So that's why when somebody says, hey, don't call me, I need 30 days to myself, and you call back 5 minutes later because your stomach turns, because you feel as if, yes, you fucked up something, and this person wants to separate from you, and they're now starting their separation. You see what I'm saying? Are you following me here?
Yeah. I just wonder, does it ever stop? Like, when does this stop?
It never stops.
We're talking about everybody, guys. We're talking about everybody.
We talking about everybody.
There's so many times I will go
and
look.
claim they were friends with me, and I somehow did them wrong from my house. We ain't never met, but I somehow did them wrong, and I'm behind the scenes reporting videos. The fuck?
We ain't got time to do that.
Bitch,
And it's gotten to a point where people are well aware of the power of Tasha K in your search engine. So it's to the point where people are making up lies to continuously give a reason to put Tasha's name and stuff. Tasha, no, I was in all of the trash K wino. I was in the gutter with him. I was standing there watching, reading everything, screenshotting everybody and stuff like, because I want to be in the streets. I want to know what the people are saying.
Of course.
When I tell you just the outright lies about everyone, her family, her friends, even like the little celebrity connections, just based off of if she liked the picture or if this person unfollowed that person unfollowed, and they're only doing it because you want attention so bad, you want a platform so bad that you will sit there and lie and try to take down another Black YouTuber. Just for what? Just to get a minimum 5,000 views? I know personally when I put Tasha in my.
But what about the conspiracy? But what about the conspiracy that Tasha is so evil? I'm like, before I started working with her, do you know how many DMs I got that literally called her the devil?
The devil.
The devil. She's gonna put you in a blood. He signed his contract in blood, and I'm like, wait a minute. Now they done said we in Illuminati. I said I didn't made it.
There was one moment where Storm, I felt so bad because of the way people were dragging you because of your association with me. That you don't remember me talking to you and I was telling you, like, Storm, listen, if you wanna go on your own way, feel free to do that, because it's more about, I felt like, because when people get a lot of views and they get a lot of, like, they get noticed a lot, people don't understand what that comes with. That comes with a good amount of hate. And a lot of times we're attracted to the negative comments more than the positive.
True.
Oh, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. That one person that says you're ugly, you're going to have that stick out because it's that one thing. And it's like somebody found something different. And it's the negative part of us that it just draws to it. That's why the drama sells. That's why I'm able to sell the drama, and I'm able to put in a little of the shit that I really love. Okay.
True.
And then I'm passionate about it at the same time. However, like, I remember I was like, you know what? I think that I personally brought him in too soon, because for me, it took years for me to gain this much, right? And it's not even where I want to be. I was just telling Chelsea today about something else we about to launch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm getting started, but I remember feeling bad. I was like, there's a reason why people have to crawl before they walk. Not to say you haven't crawled before you walk, because I felt like you were good with the discipline, the consistency. You are so consistent with your content. You will go live, race through the snow, whether you're sick, whatever. You're going to do a show. But I felt like the emotional aspect to carry the burden, being dragged by people that didn't know you, that pretended that they knew you. I felt like you weren't ready for that, and maybe I threw you into the lion's den. But then I thought about it. I didn't throw him into the lion's den. This is something that was supposed to happen, and you were strong enough to really put on your big girl panties. I did feel bad because I'm like, so many people are in his ear telling him all these things, and they're dragging him based off his association with me. But I hope he sees when he looks at his check.
That's all I cared about. I got bills to pay. I ain't got time for this shit.
No, and it's really sad that whenever someone, especially someone of color, is successful, it always has to be demonized. You had to get there in some shicey or crazy way.
Yes.
That's not even you go to Tasha house, she got fucking vegan. She don't even got Oreos.
Look, and they swear she be drinking all day.
House.
They swear she be drinking all day. She got the baby on the titty all day, y'all. Like
all day.
Like literally, it's the baby on the titty. She talking to her daughter. She cracking on her husband. He cracking at her. Like it's just they really got a reality show for real.
You know what, Tay? You have a very, very good point. You said everybody ain't lying on Tasha. No shade. I'm not saying it's all on you, but you're not perfect. Here's the thing, Tay. You watch me, right? But do you know me?
Right.
You don't know me. So if me and you jump on the phone and we have a few phone calls, right? And these phone calls don't go well because you're not going to feed me bullshit. Does that deem you, I guess, worthy enough to speak on my character based off of interactions we've had for a limited amount of time? This is what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about people who have had limited interactions with me. Limited. And was so excited about meeting me. It took me a while to grasp how people viewed me, whether positive or negative. Because the positivity, they view me as like up here, and I feel like we here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, people stop me and ask me for pictures. Oh my God, can you sign this? Oh, this, that. My DMs every day loaded. Please, can you give me money? Everything. But like, it took me a while, and then I'm getting on the phone with people who look up to me. The first negative thing that goes wrong, of course, is going to crush them. But I had to learn that the hard way, to just don't fuck with nobody.
Yeah. You got to protect your peace.
I don't fuck with nobody. That's what I'm telling you. Don't fuck with nobody. So how long has people been, my circle of friends that you've been around, how long they been around?
You've been knowing them, I think, over 20 years, you told me, yeah.
Everybody's, they ain't never came on the internet and said shit about me.
Because they don't want your life. They have their own shit going on.
Yes.
Yeah. They don't want your life.
Are very your friend
or successful.
They're successful and they're not envious. That's one thing about you. Your friends, they'll take a million pictures with you. Don't ask to be tagged. Don't ask for the comments. Nothing. They're just happy to be around you. That is one thing about you. I will say your friendships.
For money. None of my friends that I've been around have ever asked me for any money to pay a bill, to do anything. This is when I had money, didn't have money, and had money again. Never done that.
Well, I had to. I ain't ashamed to say you helped me out when I first came here.
Storm, that was a gift. Shut the fuck up.
But anyway, still, though.
I asked check for money.
And I offered to pay you back, and you would not take it.
Like, I never offered to pay you back.
I at it like that, like friend, like you genuinely picked up your life and moved and gave up your job and moved here to take a chance on your career. Storm gave up everything. Him and his mom. You know what I'm saying? Even though his mom did not fuck with me, she didn't want no parts of me. She still came and she reaping the benefits. So then you buy her a new car.
No, she already had that, but I didn't buy her no car, but she set up in a nice place.
She set up. Mama said, I thought he had bought her a car.
I like Storm.
Hey,
Chelsea.
I see that they can speak on your character to a certain degree, but when you interact with people, they do and will form opinions. That is natural. When you interact with somebody, you're going to form an opinion about them. But I'm closed off. Tay, I'm closed off. And even when I'm interacting with the people in the DM, there's nothing you're going to get from me that's so personal that you're going to be able to post and be like, oh, look what she said. You're not, I'm closed off and they know that. You will not be able to penetrate me unless I see you here. If I meet you and I see you every day, that's when I can say, you know what, I can be friends with this person.
I'm glad you're doing this video to establish that you've been an advocate, because they're trying to ruin that narrative too. You've been an advocate for victims.
I've been talking about this. I've been talking about this stuff. So the Jag, when Jag came on my channel and she saw me and Jag doing lives together, she was pissed off about that. And then remember, Jag, we even talked about how she had those women on her channel saying that Aaliyah was a strong Black woman when she was like 15 years old, being molested.
Listen to me. We can't even begin to talk about the insanity of getting those fixers to come on her show, because that's what they were.
Yes.
Like, this is the thing that really pisses me off. If you're going to go out into the world, celebrity gossip, whatever, call it whatever you want to call it. But if you're going to try to pit yourself as any kind of journalist, then at least make sure that 85% of the stuff that you're putting out there is based in fact. Anybody who bothered to go back and check those white women that she brought up there to talk smack about Aaliyah, trying to fucking make it seem like Aaliyah was a strong black woman. She was 15 years old, 14 years old. That's not a woman.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, these were the same females who were doing all of the what do you call that, non-disclosure agreements for R. Kelly. They made a lot of money doing non-disclosure agreements for R. Kelly.
Oh.
They went back to it that they were representing him in these private affairs. So you're going to have the people who were silencing victims, getting them the payoffs, and making sure that people couldn't come back and take him to court and sue him legally or sue him criminally. You're going to bring these people onto your platform to sit up there and say, "Oh no, Aaliyah was she was a strong black woman and she knew what she wanted." Like, come on, that's
crazy.
That's I don't know. Does that? Yeah. It's
That's
like
crazy.
it makes me want to take a shower just thinking about it. The audacity of it all. But see, meanwhile, while all of that was going on, and she's bringing those women to try to defuse people's outrage about what happened to Aaliyah, and that R. Kelly was finally being held credible, her and her damn winos start going after all of the other victims. What they did to Adrielle Cleary, what they did to Angelo Cleary.
What did they do?
What do you mean? What they were
Sherelle missed a lot, Jag. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, she missed a lot. Go ahead, Jag. I'll just let you tell it.
She brought Angelo Cleary onto her show so he could advocate for his daughter. Then the second that he did that, then she turns around and starts trying to discredit everything that he said. Everything that he said. There's a lot of insane people out there that are fans that believe a lot of the crap that they see. These people, people like her, people like some of the other bloggers. I'm not going to mention their names because I'm not giving them no shine. But there are other bloggers out there who everyone knows. They take stories, they twist them, they flip them, they turn them upside down. Meanwhile, you got these crazy maniacs watching this stuff talking about, "Oh my God, look at what they're doing. Oh my God, look at what they're doing." And there's some people out there that are willing to actually take physical action. Like the guy who went down to the Cleary home, tried to set the house on fire while they were in the house, blew up the car.
Oh my God.
And this is a man who never met R. Kelly, who had absolutely nothing to do with his business, who had absolute nothing. Just an insane fan looking for clout.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like all of this stuff that she does, it comes with repercussions to real people in their real lives.
Sure did. Because she showed the car on her Instagram. She showed the blown up car.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that dude is sitting in jail. He's sitting in jail, and Tasha K is out here to live and lie another day online.
Yeah. Jag, people who ask this all the time, I don't know why they ask me, because I don't know. I think that they think that I have some kind of key into your mind or something. I really don't know. But I'm just going to ask you, do you ever plan to sue Tasha K for what she did to you?
I want to say yes. But part of the reason why I didn't go and run and jump after it was because Cardi B already had those wheels in motion. And there's statute of limitation and all of that stuff. And you got to, like, I still have to call back down to the Georgia bar, because I had reached out to a few attorneys, but they were saying that they couldn't take the case, or they wouldn't take the case, or the case wasn't eligible, or too much time had passed. And I'm like, all of this was in the middle of a pandemic. I was forced to kind of live in the wind because of everything that she did. I was like, you know what? Let me see how this Cardi B thing plays out, because maybe this will shut her down. But it hasn't.
Nope. Because after Cardi B won that lawsuit, she has heckled that woman on Instagram, taking money out of the bank and giving it to people, like trying to be funny, going to Africa, making it a joke. And then she got on here and said that Larry Reid gave somebody HIV. She won't stop. She puts an STD on anybody that she does not like, or a molestation charge. Didn't she do that to you, Jag? Didn't she say that you molested somebody?
Well, that's a conversation that me and you initially had, because you helped debunk the story.
Sure did.
She tried to get the guy, young Muhammad,
yep,
to say that I had made sexual advances at him or sexually harassed him in some way while he was a minor.
Yeah.
Now, what I can tell you is this. Me and Young Muhammad is about to have another conversation about that.
Ooh! Now wait
We're
a minute.
about to have
Young Muhammad went on, just so y'all know, Young Muhammad went on Storm Monroe's channel and told this lie. I played a little bit of the video last night on YouTube, and I'm going to upload the full video on nosyholelive.com today. Go ahead, Jag.
Well, I also have some audio of a recent conversation that I had with Young Muhammad because I really wanted to get to the bottom of how this all came about. Like, why did you end up on Storm Show? How did you end up there? See, me and you, we never really got a chance to have that conversation with him. We just got him to admit that he was lying and that they offered to pay him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a good reader of character when you're in my presence, but over the phone, I can't tell. Through these profile pictures, I can't tell who y'all are. They have perceptions of me. Those are perceptions.
Right.
Those are perceptions, but you don't know me. You don't
But
know
I think those are perceptions based on what people have going inside. I know from me personally, and I know also from like Nicole or Jasmine, I know from working with you these past 2 years, Tasha will say the most off the wall stuff to you. Off the wall about you, and it's not to hurt your feelings, it's not to bring you down, but it's always to make you grow. But she'll say it in a way that if you already have malice inside of you, it's going to take you to you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say, Storm? If you already
but I haven't
I
haven't experienced that. I've experienced Tasha talks very big, like she has big visions. So you know how like some people dream small, Tasha really doesn't. Like she just talks like big. So if you insecure, you'll be like, "What?
Yeah,
I can't do that."
Didn't I just tell you that Tasha will start with the end when she's explaining stuff to you?
Yeah, she starts with the end goal.
Game.
Yeah.
So you be like, bitch, how did we even get there?
Like, what are we talking about? Yes.
But Tasha, right? You be coming up with ideas, and I'm like, before we start doing that, you got
out of nowhere, and I'm like, we're gonna fucking do this right now. They're like, what?
And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yes.
But if you, like you said, Storm, if you have insecurities in yourself, or if you already feel type of way towards Tasha, the little stuff that she says is going to eat you up inside.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
That is a big thing. My friends have talked to me about that because they'll say, girl, we'll bring new people around and you'll say something and they're completely turned off because they don't know me. And I'm not trying to get to know them. So I don't tiptoe around people. I'ma just say what I gotta say.
Fuck a friend. They want Tasha to be mommy. They want to be Lamine so goddamn bad. That's really what it is. Because at this point, even the way they say her name, like Tasha K, like I'm fucking ventilating when you're saying it. You're about to pass out, like flipping out over this fucking lady.
It's insane. It's insane. Can I? Oh, no, well, let me ask you this, because maybe it gets worse as you go along. Have you guys ever encountered people feeling like you're not for the community? Can somebody tell me what that means?
They say I'm colorist. They say I'm I don't like black women. I don't like black men.
Oh my God.
For the white man. I mean, that just kind of comes with the territory. So I mean, I'm like, how can I like I mean, it's just another way. A lot of people are triggered a lot of times by the stories that I tell because a lot of times they don't understand. They see themselves in the story. And so they're taking out anger on me that they should be taking out on the person who they had that experience with. So I just kind of remind them of that situation when I say something like that. So I kind of know how it works. And I guess this is another way of me big talking. That's how it works. So I don't really let that bother me because that's an inner issue that you're working out. I would never get offended by someone saying something about somebody else. Or when these people gaslight you on the internet. That's not me. I'm not going to follow trends because I know it has nothing to do with me. I've literally had to have a breakdown course with my daughter because she's wanting to go protest and shit about shit people have said on the internet. Tantu is very pro-black. And I love her.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, girl, you will get killed out here because these motherfuckers, you have bots on the internet that literally start shit just to start protests to disrupt shit so they can do other things. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you have to first do your research. So when she does it, she comes back like, oh my God, Mom, I can't believe I fell for that. You know what I'm saying? Like the little girl that got shot by the white cop in front of her house. Everybody was upset. Yeah, with a knife.
Yeah. Yeah.
If somebody coming at my baby with a motherfucking knife, you better do what the fuck you gotta do. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't put yourself in situations and cry, oh, they're being racist, they're being this. You have to really research everything, and so that's why I don't let all that other shit get to me. But what they say, Storm? What the fuck?
They want me. They keep saying they want me to come out the closet. Hey, well, I tell you what. Why don't you give me some pussy
You out
first?
the
Let's
closet?
see.
You sitting in the living room?
Wait a minute. Let's see if I'm gay together. Give me some pussy first. Let me just see what it feel like. Let me just see.
But I also want to say, nowadays there is no other black platform besides what provides on YouTube.
There's no what?
There's no other black media platform besides what Tasha provides on YouTube. Like there is no BET.
Yeah, because the conscious community is a fucking joke.
There's no BET. There's no 106 in Park. There's no place to get your black tea, your black news, unless you're on Instagram and then you see the Shade Room, you see the Neighborhood Talk. But I'm talking about like that personal type of thing. They don't have that except for YouTube. So of course it's gonna sound like it's being not for the community because this is some scandalous shit. Sometimes we do the positive stuff, but y'all don't give a fuck.
And that's one thing I ain't about to sit here and explain to no motherfucker. I don't care if they're a fan or not about the shit that I fucking love. People will never understand that. This is my passion. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to fucking like it. And guarantee I ain't never asked nobody to watch it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not about to explain what it is that I do. And a lot of times I see sometimes it does trigger, and I may give a little bit of context to what I said, but for the most part, I can give two shits about how people feel or think about my fucking content. It makes me happy. It pays my bills, and that's all that matters.
That's it.
Y'all listen to rap music all day, talk about fucking your daughters, raping your daughters, trafficking your daughters, putting drugs in your mama. Did you say anything about that shit? You be in the club twerking, going to get your bodies done, you know what I'm saying, having your little house parties. You don't say a motherfucking thing. But when you see a black woman that doesn't fit the status quo, that doesn't go along with the trends, all of a sudden what I'm doing is wrong. Nah, fuck out of here. It makes me happy. That's all that matters. It ain't even got to make you happy. I'm just allowing, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've never said this to anybody or to anybody. This is an experience that I'm inviting you to experience with me.
The Storm is raping. What do y'all talk? When did I ever? Okay.
You do drugs now?
What the fuck?
They
You
talking about
Tylenol?
No, they talking about the manosphere. I'm gonna leave that alone.
What court case got me stressed? What they talking about? Who got a court case on Friday?
You have court on Friday?
I ain't got no motherfucking court case on Friday. And if
I thought we started out on Friday.
I don't know about it. That it ain't gonna stop shit. It ain't gonna shut me the fuck up, and I'm still gonna go on to do what I do best. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, well, she got me. I'm still here, and you on my motherfucking live, Cassie. How you doing?
And they swore you was done. If she loses, she's done. She's done. And I'm like, oh my god.
They gonna be. I want to see what content they gonna create after this case over.
When this is done, I'm ready for this to be so said and done.
They gonna report after this case is over.
And my thing is, why they keep talking about that one case? You know how many cease and desist and lawsuits we done got?
My God.
Last week we got like 20 celebrities.
Story of my life. I be like, do what you I do just like
please. That's why I told Storm at dinner, if you gonna be buying Wise Social, bitch, run it up. Buy me.
Chelsea, we talk. You are an athlete's wife. We had this conversation.
I could have been a YouTuber's wife. You kept touching on my knee and stuff, and I told you I don't do that.
Okay, recognize it and keep it studios.
Listen, Chelsea, the way your body be looking on IG, I'm just saying. That's all.
What should I say? Well, on IG, you saw it in real life. It was looking good in real life too.
I mean, both, but I'm just saying. I ain't mad at it either way.
I just said it, Yolanda. I'm telling you, these girls don't understand. People, they want to go out here. They want to get their bodies done. They want to run to Dubai. They want to fuck. They want to sell ass, and they don't understand the bitch that's covered is getting more play.
Bam.
The psychology to it, because like when people are covered, right? Imagine if the whole world was covered. A naked woman would shine. That's why it was so popular back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's why I was like, oh my God, Marilyn Monroe. She just, wow. Oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so. But now everybody's naked. Everybody got the same body. Everybody got the same poses. It's the bitch that's dressed up now that's getting more plays. Because they want to see what she got, and she ain't putting out.
And it'll have a nigga taking you to get a $300 steak. A lot of y'all ain't never had a $300
y'all
steak.
Y'all never had a Kobe steak. Y'all ain't never had I forgot the name of the other one.
I'm just saying.
A Wagyu.
I'm
Oh,
just saying. But my thing is, me and Tasha, we do a job, and it just amazes me how people feel like we use the people we talk about. Bitch, I better use people in life. You either fucking or you getting fucked. So what are you doing?
He started saying that it was Tasha K that reached out to him.
Wait a minute. So he never came to them?
No, I'm telling you right now, I wish I want to get more into this detail, but he's been having a conversation with another blogger, and he's been communicating with that other blogger, and now he's got all of this other stuff that he has to say. But what he did say to me was he didn't go to them. And it wasn't Storm that came to him. It was Tasha that came to him. She slid up in his DMs about another situation that he was involved in. And then somehow it all fell on me. The whole conversation turned to me. He didn't go to them telling them that he had any information about me. They came to him.
So how did Tasha K know that he had been on tour with you at all?
She didn't. I think she was just so desperate looking for somebody from Dallas. Since I've been living down here. I think when she saw that, and plus, understand this, young Muhammad has connection to the Badu camp.
Right, Erica Badu, right.
I had things to say about Erica.
Yep.
So it makes sense that she would reach out to somebody that was connected in that camp. One thing that I'll give her fishing expeditions, she knows how to reel stuff in. She'll turn rocks over and she'll look for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at how hard she worked just to try to discredit me, like a lot of people keep forgetting about the fact that she did that when she did that so-called interview with me. It was because Storm had done the interviews with me and had gotten all of those views. She was very upset about that.
Yes.
She was very upset about that. Storm is the one that asked me if I would talk to Tasha. I had no interest in talking to Tasha K. But Storm asked me to. And because he and I were cool at that time, or at least I thought we were cool at that time, I said, you know what? Because you're asking, I'll have a conversation. Then she said she wanted to talk with me about some other things that I hadn't talked with Storm about. And, so I'm like, you know what? I got a bad feeling about this chick. I think she's on some bullshit. So I agreed to do the interview because I wanted to see exactly how far she was willing to go. But when she got on camera before the interview and said that she didn't want to get involved in it, she didn't want to be a part of it, but Alicia Keys asked her. Meanwhile, yeah. She said Alicia Keys asked her, which is why she's doing the interview with me.
Wow.
Because I had some real shit to say about Alicia Keys too. See, the thing is when I first started speaking out about the injustices of the group that I was involved in, the coalition that I was involved in, a lot of people started attacking me. I never had anything to say about nobody first. I did have a reply. Now, if my reply came a little bit harder, sorry, but it's the truth. You're not going to come at me with lies trying to shut me down. For crying out loud, the simple fact that the Roots camp assigned Talib Kweli to come after me with his fucking indignant ass. And I don't even have to begin to tell you how insane it was. Nosy, you know for it. How many times did you argue with this nigga?
Yeah.
He actually did a video before he started his attack talking about, yo, bros. I think it was the first time he called me Cougar Wrong. Yo, bros, don't worry about it. I got this. I'ma handle Cougar Wrong. Ain't nobody asked you to handle anything. I didn't mention your name. I ain't say nothing about you. So who are you speaking on behalf of? But then I kept handling up on niggas. And I kept handling up on niggas. I guess they forgot how much I remembered. And then the next thing I know, that's when all of the blog attacks started. But when I go back and I research and I look at it, it all stemmed from Tasha K, which makes perfect sense because I was talking about Clive Davis. Alicia Keys, groomed by Clive Davis. And now all of a sudden Alicia Keys is asking you this, so you got to do the interview with me. You running around looking for this person, looking for that person. I put a women's group together so women could find a safe space to come and talk in my Zoom room. And I tried to keep it as safe as possible. Come to find out, 3-4 of the people in the group were all Tasha K affiliates.
Oh my God. Oh wow. They go hard. They go hard doing interviews, looking at the decor. That's why I would do interviews and stuff. I would do them in hotel rooms so I didn't have to worry about it because I had people try to break in my home. Oh my God. Damn. You want to know how they knew where to find me? How? Because one of those Tasha K affiliates who was posing as a member of my WCW women's group.
Yep.
Came to my house. See, she was in Dallas. She called me up. Hey, Jag, boom, 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 boom. And I know we need to talk about some WCW stuff, but I'm dating this guy in Dallas and I'm out here now and I'm visiting him. And we were having a get together at my place. And she said, can I come over? And I'm like, you know what? Sure, not a problem. Next thing I know, I got people trying to break into my house. I got people, they came there for, it was terrible. It was terrible. Like, this is how hard they work. Damn. They went through all of that trying to look for a way to discredit me. Because the industry people that you kicking it with are asking you to do this. That's what makes blogging, it makes it a very viable and educational tool, but also dangerous. All depending on who it's in the hands of. So do I want to sue Tasha K? Absolutely. Absolutely. And not just Tasha K.
Yeah.
Not just Tasha K, because the truth is, she used Storm as the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
To find her way into my life. And it was Storm who publicized a false story about me.
Yes. And people try to say like Tasha put him up to it, but Storm Monroe is an adult. He sat there with Young Muhammad on his channel and he let that man say those things about you, that you molested him and he was like a teenager or something, and that y'all were on tour, and the whole time you said you were married and pregnant at that time. Storm knew what he was doing. If I were you, I would sue both of them. To accuse someone of being a pedophile is a big thing to say about someone. People could have stopped wanting to listen to Jack's music or anything because they believe that, because Tasha K is known for spilling tea, and then Jack and Storm Monroe being, you know, her mentee, they believe Storm. So they put this mess out there, and the only person that debunked it was me, and I had a very small channel. I still got a small channel. So the message didn't really get out there as much for people to see that this man just admitted that he only said that because Tasha K offered to pay him $4,000. Because he said that Tasha K offered him $4,000 to tell that lie. And then when she didn't pay him. So he came out and spilled it. They might not necessarily believe Tasha, and that's why Tasha had Storm do it, because Tasha knows that people liked and believed Storm at that time. I don't think they put him now.
Which is funny, because I helped that process happen.
Sure did.
I gave him that credibility. Well, every ounce of information that I ever gave that young man, he went back and vetted it, and it was all true.
Yeah.
It was all true. And it made him more credible. Next thing you know, Talib Kweli's baby mom came on his show, accepted my apology, and told the truth about that nigga.
Yeah.
Then the next thing you know, he's doing an interview with Roseanne Barr.
Yeah.
Who, for whatever reason, decided to start singing my praises. Singing my praises. All of this credibility. And that's why, to me, it pissed me off when you're going to turn on me and flip on me and go crazy and start doing back channel stuff, and you block me, and then I got people coming to me talking about Storm is saying this and Storm is saying that. I'm thinking everything's perfectly fine and okay. I had no idea. None at all. Until people started telling me. I go to call him and his phone number was disconnected. Or I was blocked, one or the other. That's messed up. Because you remember, that's when I called Tasha, nosy, because most people don't know that you were present for that phone call. We kept that quiet. But about that story when they was trying to sit up there and say that James Wright was a pedophile.
Yes. Now, wait, Sherelle, do you know about this one?
No.
Okay, you remember Patti LaBelle had those pies, those sweet potato pies?
Yeah. Oh, I know who you are talking about now. Yeah,
The
I
gay
know her.
guy was singing about the Patty pies that went
Yeah.
viral. They tried to set me up to say that that man was a pedophile too. Tasha K did that.
They sent that story to a number of bloggers.
But think about this though: the bloggers that they sent it to are all people that Tasha K does not like. Armand Williams, Lovely.
Exactly.
It was only people that Tasha K has a problem with. She was trying to set people up to say that James Wright was a pedophile.
To put a fake story on people, to kill people's credibility.
Yep.
Wow.
And that's why I gave the information to James Wright, and we were on FaceTime, I think. And I told him, like, I know that this is not true, but I think that Tasha K is behind this.
And didn't you ended up tracking it down?
Yes.
And it was a dude who had done contracted work, some kind of digital media work for Tasha K?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. We investigated the fuck out of that. And y'all know who was one of the people behind it? I Does Nothing. He entered that contest. He entered the contest that I had for the roast of Tasha K, and he won. He won the money. But then he ended up going to like work with Tasha K. It was crazy. Yeah, it was that. And I was like, Tasha K is really trying to go after people and set people up. So that situation that happened with James Wright is very similar to what just happened to me recently with somebody. First, they sent me an email saying that they work for Nicki Minaj, and they were saying that they're gonna offer me $30,000. Stop talking negative about Nicki Minaj and to start talking negative about Cardi B. Now, what? Yes, I
remember you told me that, but this is
and I have
that's a setup.
And it could be a setup. That's what I'm saying. Then I get another email from somebody saying that they were raped by Kenneth Petty, and that they know Jennifer's not lying because he raped them, and they have the text messages and all that. They thought I was just gonna run to the internet and put that out there the same way that Tasha K does. They're trying to set me up to put out false news to help Nicki Minaj's lawsuit. I'm telling y'all. That's why I'm spilling everything, because y'all bitches is not gonna keep playing with me. I'm not dumb, first of all. I'm not some basic ass bird. It's just gonna get on the internet and run my mouth with no proof of anything.
So then that's whenever they really started attacking me. Dani started making videos about me. Trees was attacking me. Sunny was attacking. Like everybody was like attacking me. And I mean, I was like newer to YouTube as far as like actually being present anywhere than in a chat. You know what I'm saying? Like the first panel I ever went up on was on Hear Her's channel. Oh, I felt awful,
Yeah.
And I mean, I was just they were making videos about me every single day. It was just like me and So Deb and Hear Her. It was just like constant, nonstop.
And they stopped talking about John Yates?
Surprisingly, yes. Because what happened was but also this is a connection that I think that you know about now. But Monica and John Yates were friends. They had been friends for years. So whenever John Yates said the N-word, Hear Her and us, her subs, especially one of her former mods, really did a lot of work with a petition and contacting YouTube and YouTube advertisers trying to get his channel taken down. Whenever Dani saw that we had created a petition, she then created a petition and acted like she's the one who started it. She
no
did not.
Fucking way.
All she did was copy what Hear Her and us had done.
Instead of taking the petition that already existed, she decided to create another petition.
Yes. And even though Dani was making all of these videos about us, we said, hey, sign both petitions. Like, sign both of them. Like, we don't care. Like, we just want to get rid of him, She was saying, don't go sign Hear Hers. Well, if you really wanted to get rid of him that bad, number one, she would have said, sign Hear Hers as well. And we can...
Yes!
This is one thing that we can agree on. And also, if she really wanted to get his channel taken down, she could, because she's had people's channels taken down over and over and over and over again. She did not want his channel taken. It was all for show.
His channel is still there right now.
Yeah, he still has a channel.
Like Dani, the miss who is striking me every fucking hours, didn't get rid of his channel.
I can tell you, she will strike every video where you talk to me or So Deb or Cups, because they do not want all of this information about how this started out. There is a common narrative whenever they don't want to get called out for something they do, they say, we don't want to hear what happened in 2021. Well,
yes, they keep on trying to say that.
Yeah, because they don't want anybody to know what happened back then, because she has deleted a lot of videos since then. And so
It's hard to find the like videos of back then.
yeah.
Like
And
a lot of them are in private or are on, they were taken.
yeah, absolutely. So it's very difficult to get that information. And with all of Hear Her's videos being gone, Teddy is the only one that has some of Hear Her's videos. I don't think she has all of them, but she does have some of them. And so nobody has like all of those old videos, because she took down 4 different channels that Hear Her had. And
So they used you basically as a scapegoat for John Yates. So
Yes.
instead of going after John Yates, let's go after another white person.
Yes.
Like as if you were interchangeable. But
Correct.
if they go after you, then it hurts Hear Her and So Deb, which is the point.
Correct.
Wow. This is disgusting.
But what made and I think that they thought that I would go away, and I really thought about it, but Hear Her and So Deb and a lot of people in the chat who were Black women all stood up for me. And some of them, I'm still cool with to this day. I mean, we still talk or we chat, that have been really supportive. They were there. They knew that I apologized. They knew that I felt bad. And they knew that what happened to me
And it
afterward.
didn't come from nowhere. You didn't just wake up in the morning and decide to say that with all that anger. Like, I hate how they weaponize anger as if you're supposed to always be perfect. I'm like, no. When you're angry, you will say the most disgusting shit. Sorry.
Yeah. And I mean, the whole thing is that it's not like I planned to like go up there that night
you're
and
mad.
say anything. But the whole point is I had something to say, and she told me to come up there if I had something to say. And so I did, because it didn't make sense to me. And so I called her on it, and she did not like being called on it. That was the whole thing. Me and So Deb had never, ever talked on the phone, nothing like that before that night.
For how long did they make video about you?
Oh, God, a year.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it went on for about a year. I mean, they still slip stuff in, but it was over a year that it was really like bashing. Yeah.
How long did she go after John Yates?
About maybe a month and a half.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those people, there's something so weird with those people.
Yeah. So they don't want anybody to know what happened. That's why they've deleted videos. That's why they strike people's channels who talk about it. And especially now with this lawsuit and everything, this is the 3rd time that she's been ordered by the court to release her legal name and her postal address, and has refused to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now with Kimmy's lawsuit too, because Kimmy has been it was agreed that she could do alternative service. She's not gonna answer it. So therefore, Kimmy will go for a default, but then she will contest the default because she will say that she wasn't served. So the judge is going to be forced to ask her, give me your identity so that you can be served.
And I'm gonna get all and bitch, I'm gonna and everything is coming the fuck out, because no, y'all not gonna keep fucking with me when I don't be fucking with y'all hoes. And you're right, Jag should sue Tasha. I would sue her. Okay, I would sue her, and Storm too, because he knew it was a lie and he went along with it. You can fool these dummies, but I'm not dumb. I've been seeing you fuck with me ever since I first talked to that woman. This has been going on since I first talked to that woman. And ever since then, your fucking minion Tasha K has been fucking with me. Your minion All About the Tea has been fucking with me. Do y'all remember when that person told me that that Monica from All About the Tea was trying to get people to join my class and get close to me so that she could get me to give her information on Jennifer Huff? Yeah, so real funny that Tasha K and Monica are friends. Tasha K and Nicki Minaj are friends, and they're all coming at me about Jennifer. And y'all are really dumb enough to think that this is about a cokehead comment and me saying something about her baby. You're really that fucking stupid? People with common fucking sense know what's going on. I got on my channel, I told that woman to sue Nicki Minaj. We was calling lawyers for her. Next thing you know, she's on the real. Nicki's mad. And her minion Tasha K, I exposed the fuck out of her. And then she works for Nicki. They're mad. You mind your business and they still fuck with you.